So, Tristan, of course, now that it's draft time again, we had to check back in with you, see what it has been like for the last year for you. Seems like may have gone pretty well your first year in the league. I'm not 100% sure about that, but you do seem like the ideal rookie to talk to about what it is like to get drafted and to come in here. So, I wanted to hear what you think is going through these guys' minds, and maybe even the advice that you would have for them, since you figured it out pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a good year. I'd say it turned out all right. Um, but I remember kind of just like looking back, what I was feeling at this time. I was kind of nervous because you don't know, you really don't know where you're going to go or where you're going to end up. And for us last year, it being the virtual draft and everything, like nobody really knew how anything was going to happen. But I remember it was just kind of like nerves and excitement, just wanting to kind of, get to where we were going to be and just get to work almost. But it was definitely exciting time, just kind of a lot of anticipation.
And how different do you feel now compared to last year? I mean, is it crazy to realize that it's been a year since you got drafted?
Oh, absolutely. That's a good one. I don't know. Now is just like you're ready to get, you're still ready to get to work because I mean we're in the off season right now, but it was nice to have some downtime, but I think you always have that kind of itch to get back to it. But right now, I'm just enjoying training and everything, and I'm back up in Iowa training in Iowa City. I love it. But it's just it's fun. You love it.
And what do you think are the biggest areas of growth you've experienced as a player or person in the last year?
Oh, geez. Well, I think okay. So personally, I think being out like that was like my first time going out of like the bubble of like the 319 area. Lynn County, Mount Vernon, Iowa City. So that was my first time, moving down to Florida. That was my first time being out on my own. So I think that was definitely a huge step and a lot of growth. Being by myself. I think on the field, I think I grew in a lot of ways. I think coming from Iowa, I was we ran the ball so much, and then coming to the NFL, you pass quite a bit. So I think my pass blocking, I don't know if it changed a little bit, but me and Coach Gilbert, we worked on a lot of things, kind of tweaked some stuff. So I think I've changed in a lot of ways, but I think my pass pro, is the one I can like see the most.
And I know you got drafted to a Super Bowl winning team, but of course you didn't know that at the time. So how different do you think it would have been if it were this time this year now, if you were getting drafted right now and knowing you're joining a defending Super Bowl champion team? So what do you think that's going to be like for these rookies?
Well, I think somebody's going to come in with a lot of expectations, but so for me, like I have high expectations for myself. So you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself. So when it comes down to it, it's just football. It's a game we played, since we were little kids. But I think, it'll be a little nerve wracking. It was for me, joining a team with Tom Brady. So, but it was still, exciting. It's getting drafted is what, we've dreamed of since we were kids. So, you still got to enjoy it and have fun with it.
You mentioned those high expectations you had for yourself. What were some of those expectations you set last year? And then maybe what are some of the ones that you have for this year?
So last year, I'm normally like a big goal setter. I'll write them on sticky notes and put them on my bathroom mirror just so I see them every day. But last year was a little bit different. I didn't know really what to expect. So I my main two goals were just keep Tom as safe as possible, and then I didn't want him to like get mad at me in any way. I didn't want to like have him yell at me or something. So I just tried to stand on his good side.
That seems like good goals. I like that. Don't let Tom get killed. Don't get yelled at by Tom. I think that sounds like good goals to continue moving forward. What was your reaction as you started finding out that all 22 starters were going to be coming back, as each guy started re-signing and coming back? And what are some of those conversations with teammates been like?
It was so crazy because like every day you'd see somebody, like, oh, Shaq's coming back, Sue's coming back. It was just so cool because I get like notifications like on ESPN on my phone or something, and just saying who's coming back. So just to be able to get all 22 guys back, I think that says something about the the type of culture we have, with the Bucs, like guys want to win, it's kind of, they could have gone off and, got a big contract, but like, they wanted to stay and hopefully, have the chance to go get another ring. And I think that's really cool.
That's magical. Well, thanks so much and enjoy the rest of the off season.
Oh yeah. Thank you.